Hi guys, so welcome to Miscarriage, and it's another episode, but this episode is very near and dear to my heart. Today we are discussing fertility. But before we even get into there, I know usually I do a facial mask. This week I will not be doing one. I will do a review later on the mask and I'll share some videos and stuff. But this week it is a Black owned company, Nola Skin Essentials, and this is a pumpkin enzyme mask. So I will share during the week an update on how it went, and you guys can see for yourself. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, let's get into this week's topic. So I really wanted to touch on this topic because it really hits close to home, and I feel that it is very important to share this information, to talk about it, especially as a Black woman. We are taught to hide a lot about our experience, about our journey, and I just wanted to be more transparent. And like I said to you guys, with Modern Day Misses, I am all about being transparent and sharing the journey that we go through as wives and just the day-to-day. And so one of the things that my husband and I have been dealing with has been the journey of fertility. And this has been a very interesting journey because for most people, we think that, or I've grown up thinking that fertility was just easy. Like, you want to get pregnant, you get pregnant. Or, as I got older, of course, that mindset changed. But, just not understanding all that goes into it, and that it really is challenging. It is challenging, and it's only by the grace of God that, you can be thankful to have a healthy and just amazing pregnancy, or a healthy pregnancy. And so for us, I just wanted to really share the journey that we're on and what we're going through and experiencing and how it's been for us as a couple. And I also wanted to share some resources and just information for you guys as a Black woman, to know that it is okay to share your story. It is okay to talk about it with someone. And it's okay if you don't want to talk about it. We all go through this journey differently. And for me, talking about it is just a release. And it's also a way to encourage someone else who may be on this journey and going through the same experience. So for us, we experienced a miscarriage this year, and it was very difficult for me because we weren't trying. We're still not even trying. We just kind of just allowed things to happen as they may. I've never been one who's really like, oh my gosh, like I want to be pregnant right away and yada yada. Like, we really just wanted to take our time and allow God to do what he needed to do. And so when, I found out, of course, we were excited, and, it was just, like any other couple who finds out that they're expecting, you're just filled with emotion and joy, and you allow things to go as they may. However, shortly after, that joy was taken from us and we lost our baby. And it was a very difficult season, and it just puts a lot of fear for women, because now you're thinking, well, something wrong with me. Did I do something wrong? Did I not do enough to protect my baby? You just have 1,000,001 questions, and you're trying to figure out what to do differently. And for us, because it was so early, there's not much that doctors really know and what causes a lot of miscarriages. Like, there's not a lot of information. And we know that for us as Black women, we are already at a disadvantage of doctors not really paying attention to us and our health needs. And so for me, throughout this fertility journey, it's important to join or to find a Black doctor, a Black GYN and OBGYN to help us throughout this experience. And so I've just been doing so much research, figuring out how to take better care of myself, how to take better care of my husband, what he's eating, what we're both putting into our bodies, like all of these things matter. They all make a difference. And I'm not saying that's what caused us to have a miscarriage, but you go into this mode of it just wanting to live a healthier lifestyle throughout this process. But more so, I just wanted to encourage the women who are grieving, who are going through, or who have experienced miscarriages. It's very difficult. And unless you've experienced it, people don't always know what to say or how to address it. And it's okay to let people know how to be there for you or how to be supportive during that time. For me, I didn't need much. I just wanted to be around family and friends and just to feel joy, to feel happy. I didn't want to sulk in the moment. And I guess that's my way of processing, because I like to be happy. I like to be joyful. I like to celebrate life. And so for me, it actually inspired me to go harder with my goals, with my dreams, because I felt like God is using my story to bless someone else. And so I didn't want to use it as a way to keep myself down, but to actually push myself forward. And I know a lot of times that through these experiences, you're asking God, like, why me? Why did you choose me to go through this and to experience this very difficult loss? Because it is a loss. You know, you lost a part of yourself, and that's how I felt. And I honestly just grew closer to God throughout this process, because what I took from it was that he wants to use my story to bless someone else, to give someone else hope that he hasn't forgot about you. He has not forgot about you. And one of the affirmations that I constantly say throughout this process is God can do all things, not some, not, a little. God can do all things. So it doesn't matter what your doctor said. It doesn't matter what your body is constantly going through. It is important to trust God throughout this process and his promises for you. And God promised me legacy. And that's the funny part, is because to go through this journey and know that, like, God, what you promised me was to build a legacy. What legacy am I building for what family if I don't have, if I don't have children yet? And it's funny because what God promised you, what he promises you never looks like your current situation. And so throughout this whole ordeal, I've just been trusting and believing and praying and just giving it over to God. And I refuse to let this situation define me. I've allowed it to make me stronger, to make me bolder, and to give me more courage to keep trusting in him, to keep pushing forward, and to know that God has so much in store for me. But this video was really to encourage another woman who is on this journey, who needs a sister, who needs courage, who needs hope, who needs inspiration. Like, girl, God is with you. Do not be consumed in what your situation looks like currently. Like, he is going to open the floodgates, literally. And he is going to provide, especially if he promised it to you. Just keep believing, keep living your life to the fullest, keep allowing God to use you, and go from there. I will be sharing this journey. I will be sharing resources, especially for us Black women, Black doctors, maybe a list, because it was very difficult for me to find a Black doctor near me. Like, I was just like, this is insane. So I've just been doing a lot more research, and I want to share that with you guys, as well as informative resources for women who are on this journey, who may not know a lot, or, who may just want some inspiration or courage throughout this. I will be sharing that on my page. So make sure you are following me on Instagram, so that way you can stay in touch with this process and this journey. I hope that this inspired someone. I hope that you don't feel alone. And for those of you who may be trying, or in the near future, I want to be able to encourage you that, just keep, don't be fearful. There's no room for fear. God does not give us fear. He gives us hope. He gives us courage. He gives us strength. So I thank you guys for tuning in today, and be sure to look at my journey on Modern Day Misses. Love you guys. Bye.